This is a video on how to kill your shyness. Now, take it from someone who's built somewhat of a social media, somewhat of a channel, somewhat has finally gotten my feet in the water as far as talking to people, as far as putting myself out there, shaking hands with high net worth individuals. Take it from a person who's kind of somewhat been around the United States. And something I've learned across my time being here. I'm 23 years old, just turned 23 this July. And these are some things that I've learned to killing your social anxiety. A lot of your social anxiety 100% stems from the phone. And what you're doing right now, you're actually rewiring your brain if you're sitting here and you're trying to destroy this socially anxious thing. When you're approached by individuals or you're afraid to talk to someone, you definitely 100% get in your head. There's a lot of people that do get in their head. Everyone gets in their head until they're presented or prompted with an opportunity, right? So see everything out here as an opportunity. See everyone that comes up to you as an opportunity. See everyone that you talk to. Everyone's opportunity. Everyone's got their own story. Everyone has something about them to learn from. So if I could start from day one to kill my social anxiety, whether that be posting on TikTok, whether that be getting my face out there and trying to overcome this, I'm afraid of a camera or I'm afraid of these things, you need to start posting and destroying this selfish version of you that we're so accustomed to. Habits, habitual, like, oh yeah, this is fine, until this is fine and it's not leading to the life that I want. You're wanting to build a life. You're wanting to do exponential and great things, and you want to know how to kill that is by doing things that are so uncomfortable that people almost despise you for. So post on social media. People don't give a fuck. People really don't give a shit, right? And when you start to put yourself out there, you start realizing, yes, you're going to get hate comments. People are going to bash you and kind of be, somewhat of a dickhead. This is part of like learning to take shit, learning to accept people that are being hateful towards you. They're sparking something in you. And if you have something smart to say back to them, right, that's a portion of you that you need to work on. And I'm not here to point the finger and be like, I mean, like this, this is meant to help you be knowledgeable about what you have going on in your life. Be knowledgeable of why posting is important, why this can give you the ability to reflect back on A and B, A to Z, right? So when someone, and this is a perfect example. I had a guy saying, pure example of allegory, this guy has no God, he doesn't believe, he's an atheist, this guy's going to hell. And I got super mad. And that's what he did. He was picking my brain. And practically showed me a reflection of myself, a portion of me that I hated, right? There's a parable that talks about love your neighbor as thyself. And once you realize and you start looking outwards and you're like, okay, this person can reflect me in every regard, that's pure self-development. That person's actually me. That's almost when you fully accept it and you're like, oh my gosh, that's me. Like okay, I don't even know how to explain it. Picture this. You're trying to destroy your self-doubt. You're trying to be the best man that you can be. You're trying to make as much money as humanly possible, and you're trying to be a great man or woman, whatever it may be. You're looking at a future reflection of yourself, a person that has gotten to this position, and I'm talking to you through a badass camera, maybe a little shitty microphone, it's the iPhone microphone, but I'm still doing it. I'm breaking these boundaries. I came out here into my city, to one of the bigger buildings, just to film in front of it. You're breaking parameters, you're breaking boundaries, exercising your free will. And this is the whole goal of breaking that social anxiousness. Now, for women, I can't really explain on that as far as like, I mean, man, if you want to go talk to chicks, you're on your own, if you know what I mean. I'm a single man, I'm a single man. I do this with my free time. I'm not actively seeking relationships and stuff like that. It's so easy to get caught up in seeking external validation, because when you have to be single and you have to put in this solo entrepreneurial type work, what do? It's a whole lot of self-reflecting, a whole lot of nitpicking yourself, a whole lot of being hard on yourself. My buddy's always telling me, one of my good friends in St. Louis, he's like, man, you're so hard on yourself. You need to quit being so hard on yourself. But what is this doing? You're refining yourself. Like the iron sharpens iron. You're refining yourself every single time that you're judging yourself. You're not judging others, right? So refine yourself. Be that iron that sharpens iron, right? And when I originally started posting and when I originally started putting myself out there, I would post my stuff and then I'd delete it, right? It's easy to do that. It's easy to post your stuff and delete it because you're like, oh, this person's judging me. No. There's 300 people out there that have the chance to see your face, 300 possible brand deals, 300 possible opportunities that can take your life to a whole new level. Every single video that you post on TikTok. And that is exactly why I keep trying to spin the slot machine. And every time I hit like 200,000 or 50,000 views, I'm like, it didn't do anything, but let's try again, right? Keep trying and be habitual. Because it will kill that social anxiety. It will kill that dilemma in you that's always like, oh, you want to break out your bubble. But no, for real though, for real talk, real reflection, real love, like if you want to go anywhere in life, if you want to be that entrepreneurial type person, you have to start with social media. This is almost like the groundbreaking portion of our generation, giving this exclamation of opportunity. This is pure opportunity for you to examine yourself, from an outside lens. Think about that. You were looking at yourself through an outside lens, and people can relate and correspond with that. When you watch your videos over, you judge yourself. Yeah, maybe people are judging you like that, but there's also people out there that are loving you for you, and they're like, I want to hear what this guy has to say. I mean, he's got his life together. He's doing good things, right? So, I mean, what came to mind was like when I was at that entrepreneur congress was Mark Cuban. He was up there. He was still a little nervous. Everyone would be nervous in front of 200 people or however many people there was a lot of people there. But that nervousness can be numbed down when you realize you're talking to 300 people every time you post on TikTok. There's been 200,000 people that have seen my face. 200, I can't even conceptualize 200,000 people. If you put all them motherfuckers in front of me, dude, if you put all those motherfuckers in front of me right now, I'd probably shit and be like, these people recognize me? These people have seen me and watched that video? Oh, shit. You know what I mean? So it's so much more important in retrospect, I guess, because you really do see yourself. You really do see yourself, and you see that little number on your screen. I'm like, oh, that's 300 views. Bro, that is 300 people. 300. And yes, a lot of them probably did swipe. So what? There's probably 20, those 20 likes that you got, that person stayed and they clicked. They double clicked and they liked what you had to say. Even if it was like, I don't want to listen to them today. Like, they're helping your feed. They're helping you. There's people out here that do want to see you win. For all my people that are out here that use those audios when they do TikTok and they're like, oh, everyone's against me, no one's for me. Bro, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that are for you. And especially when I see someone that I follow, I kind of take into consideration if I'm going to watch that content, I'll sit there and kind of be like, oh, am I just going to like this guy's content or am I going to scroll past it? Before you drop those people a follow, right? Still support them in their journey, because there's a lot of people that are going to come on here and they're going to be like, don't jerk off, be the best version of you, blah, 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 blah. And they're gonna be super fucking superficial, if you know what I mean. And there's gonna be a huge polarity, and they're gonna be real fake and real. And you have to support the real. Because there was a time where a lot of my fakeness, I just kept seeing the fake, and I was regurgitating the same bullshit over and over again. I was regurgitating what other people had expectations for me, what I should or shouldn't be. And then when I started acting out and being the for real version of me, to where I started it's not even acting, it was being that portion of me that was better. That portion of me that was speaking realness, like the bullshit that was going on in St. Louis. I was for real about that. And it made people laugh. And they shared this video across hundreds of people. I mean, it was insane. So that realness, that can really help you out as far as beating that. How are you doing? But that is where you 100% can cut it off altogether and be the better version of you. So take that time to be realness when it comes to TikTok, when it comes to your social media, because it'll take you to different levels. It'll take you to different levels.